Hi, today I would like to show you a few tips on how to become confident with color. Now, the best thing to go about it is you're picking up your favorite neutral color. So in this case, neutral colors are black, white, any shade of brown, and gray. As you can see, my favorite neutral color is black and white. But if you don't want to go for two colors, just select one. Now, once you've selected your favorite color, the next thing you can do is matching different pattern but with the same color. Like in this case, you can see I've got a sort of flowery black and white dress, then I've got abstract black and white tights, and then I've got black and white stripy undergarment. So the next thing I can do is adding black and white spot to it, or I can add this lovely black and white frills, or I can add this lovely 1960s black and white waistcoat with sequins. Now this one, the sequins will also add more interest to your garment. Okay, once I've selected any of these garments, I could also make it more interesting by adding a black and white accessories. In this case would have to be a hat, but in your case could be a black and white handbag, black and white boots, or other black and white accessory that you feel like adding. Now, if you don't want to go for another garment, you can go for a black and white shawl, like in this case. This is a lovely velvet shawl from India, and I particularly like this shawl because of the texture. As I said, when you're adding color or pattern, also consider the texture, because the more texture you're adding, the more interesting your outfit will become. So, and this would be it. This would be my favorite combination. Now, if in doubt, and shall we say your outfit combination is too busy, always add black. Black will go very well with any neutral color that you have picked up, any shade of brown, any shade of gray, and so on and so forth. So I would have to go for my usual rock chic black jacket, and I'll probably add like a black chain accessory. And with this, I would probably also add a little bit of a black sequins hat, and that would be the look. Now, when I was telling you about adding black, like in this case, can you see? It doesn't need to be, solid. It can be something like this. This is a lovely sequin jacket, and it's got all these holes, and nice thing about it that you can see the pattern of your dress underneath, or the color of your dress underneath. And then if you want to add some more interest to it, you could add some interest with black feathers and with this lovely little flower details at the top of the neck. Now with this, I probably would go also as accessory a lovely feathery hat like this, or I could go for a statement hat, which would be, it's all black, but still it looks so good because there is so much texture. So this will look good with brown, with grey. Right. So, okay. But if you're still very terrified to add a lot of colors, one other thing you can do is just adding, so you selected your neutral color, could be solid black, and you're just adding color by using accessories with color. Like in this case, this is such a nice scarf that's got all these colors in it. Or you could add a necklace that's got a lot of color, or it could be your handbags that's got a lot of color. In fact, you could even add a little Mickey Mouse bag. Well, you can add a handbag, maybe not of the shape of a Mickey Mouse, but it could be like a red handbag, red boots. Now, I would have to go for a solid color jacket-wise. So I show you what it will look like. So, of course, red is my favorite color, but you could add any colors. Okay, So there it is. So you could leave it as it is, or we can just play with the rule of three. The rule of three says that if you add one item which has got color, you have to have at least other two items with the same color to balance it out. So I would add a hat, of course. Then I don't have a red handbag, but it could be a handbag, it could be earrings, it could be bracelets, and of course it have to be red cowboy boots. You know, I became famous for my red cowboy boots. I was an extra in one of Clint Eastwood movies, and they let me stay on the. I saw Clint Eastwood on the film set, and they let me stay and wear the red cowboy boots. Right. Okay. This is the rule of three. Now, the other thing I would do, right, with this case, I would add interest also with the scarf. So if I'm adding the scarf, right, can you see? But this is for the braids, of course. It's becoming, you know, more color in it. And once I've added the scarf, then I could, you know, if I wanted to, you know, add interest or accessory with orange and pink, because I'm picking up the colors from the scarf. So this is the other thing. You see, if you don't want to use color, you can just pick up your scarf or your accessory and then work with that. Right. Okay. Now the other thing we can be doing is adding metallic. So you could have like red metallic or silver metallic. Silver metallic is probably the best bet, and because it's not too, silver metallic is grey, and it works very well, and will, you know, match it with brown, white, any neutral colors, and then we can add a little, you know, little hat with it. This is a 90s 80s hat. Okay, now for the braves, the very braves, we could also add a bit of flower power. Right, flower power. So this is sort of like subdued flower power. It's black base color with lovely embroidery, and that will look very good. Or we can start becoming a bit braver and add this sequence, but still the base color is black, and you add a lot of flower power. And the nice thing about this is that then you can match again accessories in different colors. Of course, you could also add, you know, handbags and necklaces, but I think it's such a nice thing to do. Now, for the brave ones, then I would go for this kimono. What do you think? You can wear it. This is double-sided, so you can wear just one color, but I like to wear it, you know, with pattern showing. Okay. Don't you think this is a nice shawl? Right. Okay, so this is another look. And we could keep this hat, or we could change it, and of course I will have to change it just because I do like this one. So this could be another look, but then if we want to make a statement, we could go for this hat, or I probably want to go for two tones hat, so it will have to be this one. And there it is. This is the final look.